All right into it. You already see what we're talking about, man. We just gonna dive right into it today, man. Man, all right, hold on. Let me just make sure we're good on all the platforms really quick. No, I'm not talking about the halftime show. I'm talking about the performance, the dominant performance. Test. Let's share it. Let's do it. Testing. Facebook, what's happening? Let me get to LinkedIn, make sure we good. Events, testing, test on LinkedIn. What's going on, LinkedIn? Testing. All right, we're good there. Repost that. And YouTube. Let me test on YouTube real quick. Just making sure I'm doing all the sound check that I gotta do. And then we'll get this party started, man. That was something. That was something. My goodness gracious. All right. Let me just check YouTube real quick, and then we'll get this thing going. Because man, talk about so. All right, test. Because man. All right, let's do it. Let's get right into it, folks. Let's get right into it. First and foremost, let me just introduce myself really quick. As one Crookshank, I'm your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, former Division I college football player, and current 5-time published author and educator. And what I do, what I created, what my business is all about is taking the lessons that you see, that you learn in teamwork in the football field, taking those innovative teamwork lessons and aligning them with businesses, aligning them with two businesses or business owners. So they have a staff, they have a set of employees that are moving in a very efficient, eager, hungry team that runs just like a championship youth and high school football team. So obviously there's a lot of things I got to get to today. Listen, what we saw in that Super Bowl 50, I'm recording this the Monday after Super Bowl 59, and I had a show plan. I had certain things that I wanted to talk about, but I knew in the back of my head it was going to be based on the way the game played out. So let me just get through a couple of announcements here. And what I'll do is I'll play the recording from my initial thoughts this morning about how I thought the game went. The video I record, I just posted it. And then right after that, we'll just get right into the highlights. This will be the first time I'm watching the highlights with you guys, and we'll go for about 45 minutes to an hour, just breaking down what happened on each play. It was clear to see, but this will be the first time. I usually only do this on film session Saturdays, but because it's such a big game, we're gonna break this film down together, man. All right. So first and foremost, West Palm Beach. If you are interested in free boxing lessons, be sure to contact me. We do those every 2 weeks. We'll be back at it this coming Saturday. So just contact me if you're interested in that. Business owners, if you have not yet, go to freeguide.makeyourmove.com. It's freeguide.makeyourmove.com. I created a 10-step process in which you can use right now to create more efficiency within your organization in regards to how the things that you go give out to your employees and things of that nature. And tap in with me on the Patreon link. Patreon.com/Aswan40, Aswan44. So here we go. Super Bowl 59. Let me get everything up and I will show you my initial thoughts. That's my initial thoughts from this morning. This is me initially talking about how the game went. Move Swiftly speaker, checking in for a daily Move Swiftly thought, giving you a perspective on teamwork you will not get anywhere else. Whoa. I think it's safe to say that my Washington Commanders got that ass beat by a very damn good football team. Philadelphia Eagles taking belt to ass and got all up in the Kansas City Chiefs. So today's Make Your Move Monday kickoff question. Really easy one to answer. What was the deciding factor in the Super Bowl last night? Very easy, very plain and clear for everyone to see.
Philadelphia Eagles defensive line just wasn't having it. Period. Point blank. End of sentence. The Philadelphia defensive line, 6 sacks, 0 blitzes, folks. 0 blitzes. That's just man on man. 4 guys rushing and getting all up in this Patty Mahomes ass and said, listen, great play, had a great run, my man, but you're not winning today. You're not getting off today. You are not coming. You are not getting that third straight. We're not letting you make history. That was mentality, though, guys. That was a mentality. That was an absolute attitude that the Philadelphia Eagles defensive line took the field with. It made me think of all the great. Listen, I've had my playing career, and I've played with some absolutely incredible ones. It made me think of all of them, from the Corey Boatmans to the Nick Jenkins to the A. Wills to the P. Murray, Danny Parker, Chris Perry, even the Chris Brooks, who was my roommate at one point. When you get a D-line, when you get a defensive line, oh, shit. That's a football team. I think what happened, it's kind of the big takeaway.
This is my first time watching it, too.
Yeah, so this is on the live stream. But the big takeaway is this. Look, what the Philadelphia Eagles did, what the way they won the game, the way they won this Super Bowl, it reminded me a lot of the way Von Miller dominated when it was the Carolina Panthers taking on the Denver Broncos. Reminded me a lot of the ways that the Giants actually won that Super Bowl, the 2 Super Bowls when they beat the Patriots and Tom Brady and all that kind of stuff. And, again, there was a lot of talk about, how come Eli Manning didn't get in? And I'm telling you why, if you see the way the game played out, it's because a guy like Jared Allen was more valuable than a guy like Jared Allen, who was like a sack master, who was great when it comes to the pass rush, all those kinds of things. That's why you would put a Jared Allen in before an Eli Manning, because had it not been for the defensive line, the 2 Super Bowls that Eli Manning won, he would have not won those Super Bowls if he did not have one of the greatest D-lines assembled to play the Patriots. Okay, so what they did, the way they played the game, it's the right way to play the game. And what the Eagles did is they sent a message out to the entire football world. All right, they sent the message out to everybody that's looking to build their rosters, build a team. You got the draft coming in a couple of weeks. They sent a message to say, you can take all the quarterbacks you want, you can take all the skill players you want, you can take whatever it is you want on the backside. But if you want to win a Super Bowl, if you want to give your team a chance to win every single game, you get that D-line together, you get a bunch of hungry, angry dogs on that line. They got that attitude, they got that mentality that they will not lose. You get that right, and you give yourself a chance to win every single game. And on the flip side, when it comes to that O-line, listen, Pat Mahomes, he did not play his best game. Fair. All that is fair. He didn't look good at all. But what led to him being out of whack was just straight up, look, his offensive line did not protect. His offensive line did not protect. The pocket crashed down, and by the time that happened a couple of times, he just couldn't get it going. He couldn't, buy time. He couldn't. The guys were just so disciplined, and they simply played football. So, as we translate that into our business, as we translate that into our organizations and how we lead, we got to make sure, again, there's a foundational piece that needs to be in place before you start picking, certain guys and trying to dub guys and trying to paint the narrative, so to speak, and focus more so on what's the foundation and the building blocks look like so I can build something special. That's what the Eagles did last night. Again, hats off to the Eagles fans and Philly fans, congratulations and all that. But just know, we as the Commanders, we coming. We as the Commanders, we coming. We will remember the last team you guys lost to was the Washington Commanders, and we're coming. We're coming. I'm telling you, we're coming. It was a confidence builder. I know that. We took our ass kicking in the NFC East Championship, but you got to see us twice a year, and there's a level of motivation now to where we gonna get things right in 2020. In 2025. So, it's always sad to see it's always a tough day the next morning when you realize there's no more football on. You got to wait a couple months to see the next game, but it goes by really fast. And, if you focus on all the things going on, you blink and it's like it's right back. So all that being said, like I said, I'll dive into more reactions of it and more takeaways and how we can apply it to businesses later on in the live stream. Main website to check out to dive deeper into all my work. Make your move.
All right, let's get into it. So Before we watch the film, let me just kind of re-emphasize some of the things I said. When I said as business owners, the way you take this away, so the framework and the lens in which I'm discussing it from is from the front team lens. All right. So going into the game, going into the I think I heard maybe a few commentators actually say, actually, yes, I heard Marshall Falk say, I heard anyone that actually has any knowledge about the game would have told you going into it that the team that was going to win was going to be the team whose D line actually stepped up. Because when you look at both offenses, they have very dynamic offenses, whether it was Jalen Hurts or whether it was Pat Mahomes. You had two quarterbacks that can beat you with their legs. They knew how to buy time in the pocket, or they knew how to make it so plays last a little longer. They can, they, what's the word I'm looking to say? Keep in mind, I've been dealing with a bit of a congestion throughout the entire weekend. So they improvise. That's the word I'm looking for. They're really great at improvising when the play breaks down. The both of them are very great at improvising when the play breaks down. And whenever you're dealing with a quarterback that can improvise like they can, you need to have a defensive line that's going to stay disciplined. You can't send a lot of blitzes. We're going to get into the film in a second here, but if you send a lot of blitzes, whether it's Jalen Hurts or whether it's Pat Mahomes, if you send a lot of blitzes with those guys, you will get burnt. As great as Steve Spagnuolo is, you saw sometimes he would send some blitzes and he ended up getting burnt by that. And when it comes to how dominant this was, what was most impressive about this win is the fact that the Philadelphia Eagles were able to get that pressure without having to send blitzes. So every time Pat Mahomes got thrown off or he wasn't able to step into his throws the way he normally is able to step into it, there was enough defensive backs there that again you cost them an interception, or you was able to throw. It made it so they would have to turn the ball over, or there was a turnover. So one that actually two that turned into points, because one actually was a touchdown, and then the other one was right there in the red zone. So let's get into the film. This is the first time I'm rewatching it from last night, so I'll be diagnosing it live in person, just like you guys are now. Or if you're catching this on the live stream. All right, cool. Let's get into it. So this is now first and 10, first play of the game. Let me turn the sound off and let's go. What do we have? All right, we got 2, 3. We got a shift. We got, looks like Devontae Smith is coming. All right, right here. You see this? So for the most part, the Kansas City Chiefs did a great job in stopping Saquon Barkley. All right, but what made this game made it difficult is the fact that, okay, you're going to stop Saquon, but you still got this guy who can run the ball on you. Still got these guys on the perimeter that you're going to have to deal with, 1, 2, and 3. Right here, look at the penetration that Chris Jones is getting right here. This is primarily the reason that Saquon wasn't able to really beat Saquon like that. Look at it. Nothing. A little too many yards there. I keep playing. Let me go back. Hold up. Let me go back real quick. Let me go back. So I'm trying to see how you got that. All right. So this guy here, right? This block right here is how he was able to get. And then you got to hold your ground here. He did his job. You got to hold your ground here. Yeah. Right. You see that movement? You see that movement right there? And he just gets, yeah. So 54 got moved out the way. You got to set that edge better, 5-4. One, two, you got a wing. All right. Good protection. See what I mean about improvising? That's all. See, that's it. That's it right there. When I say a quarterback that can improvise, this is what I mean. He's not rattled. Okay, what he wants isn't there. He doesn't. Okay, he puts it down. He doesn't get rattled. He simply comes outside the pocket. Boom, gets his man first down. Good job, Jalen Hurts. Way to not get rattled. So let's see. We have 1, 2, 3. Only rushing 4 again. Good defense. Great open. I remember this. This is a great open field tackle. Young defensive line, defensive backs and linebackers. You want to play at this level, you need to be putting stuff like this on film. This is man on man against the best running back in the league. You get him in the open field. He's inside out. Bang! Inside out. Run to his hip. He's not letting him go away. That was a great tackle by 32. Good job. Here we go. Now it's 3rd and 11. You got him in 3rd and long. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this is Spagnola. So, he's sending them from some kind of where. Boom. 1, 2. Right. He doesn't end up sending the blitz. He has a spy on him. He has 32 spying Hurts, and he gets away. 32. You see, it's consistency, folks. It's consistency. As great of a play as he just made, you got to get some space here. You got to get some space. See, right there. That move. You can't, when you're spying, you can't do this. You cannot do this. All right, watch it. Watch how he gets right here. You see this reaction? Why is he going here? He's out of position already. You're not catching Jalen Hurts now. Now you're not catching him. And they obviously, and I believe they got the first down on this one. Yeah, this was the one where the pass interference, right? Yeah, which was questionable, but it was a pass interference on him. Ticky tack, but he did push. He did use his hands to push him. To push off. Good stop by Kansas City. Watch it. Boom, boom, and then he pushed off again. So you have to call that. Yeah, you have to call that. Yep, that move right there. Boom, grabs his face mask, and then he pushes again. It was sort of incidental. All right, again, boom. Look at the reaction, man. I mean, this right here is no wasted movement. He's in the open field. This. Let me go back. And that honestly is what makes these guys so dangerous. It's been said that as great as Pat Mahomes is, that system that Andy Reid has makes them so dangerous. You have this, and it's like you're either going to react to this, and then he hits my man right there. You see how he did that? That's just mentality, folks. Again, they rushing 4. Yep. Pockets collapsing. Now he's running for his life. Pockets collapsing. This was consistent. So when they say coverage sack or a situation where it's a coverage sack or where the D line was able to hold the ground, this is what they mean. All right. So bang, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Rushing 4. You got some physicality there. You get your hands on him. It's within 5 yards. So 3-3's getting his hands on him. He's getting up on him. No one's there. No one's open. This is how you got to stop Travis Kelce. Go back to, and he had a hell of a game, by the way. So watch 3-3 because we're all looking at Travis Kelce. 1st and 10. You looking at him and right there. Look at that. Look at that here. Little boy, this right here is stuff that a lot of your mainstream media folks won't pay attention to. But getting your hands on him, throwing off the timing, this throws off the timing a little bit right here, right? He has to come. He's still fighting him, and it gives him time to get on this guy. So now he's covered. All right, Pat Mahomes has nowhere to go with the ball. All right, let's Pat Mahomes be Pat Mahomes. He's running for his life. And again, it's all discipline. Boom. Basically should have threw an interception. Great job by 3-3 and getting his hands on Kelce there. Boom. Looks like they're only rushing 3. Oh, they brought the blitz from the strong safety. That's it. And look who caught the ball. Very simple to diagnose this stuff, folks. This guy right here is blitzing, and look who ends up catching the ball. So they pick up the blitz. And the guy that ends up catching it is that tight end here. And not only that, because I remember watching this one last night, and he had not only that, but he also had this guy up top. He had him up top. Look at how much space. So you had 1, 2. Jalen Hurts made the right decision, but he also had Saquon in the flats. This is the risk you take. Live by the blitz, die by the blitz. Live by the blitz, die by the blitz. Die by the blitz. All right. Let's see. We got another one. Yeah, that ball was too high. That was awful. Absolutely awful. Awful call. The guy's playing the ball. That was a terrible. That I thought was a makeup call from the push off from the play before. Okay, first of all, the ball is way too high. You got to stick that thing in there right there. You expose him, but he's playing the ball. That was awful. Absolutely terrible, ref. No. Terrible. That was a makeup call. That was awful. The guy's playing the ball. That just, no. Here we go. Spagnola being Spags. Right? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you drop the DN back. And oh yeah, this was it. Okay, here we go. Let me get off screen real quick. Running backs. So-called running backs. When you are in a situation where the team is stopping the run game, you got to be able to affect the game in other ways. Watch Saquon Barkley absolutely obliterate and crush this blitz. I mean, step up and take this blitz on. Look at 26. Not having the best day on the ground. Okay. Step up in the blitz. Boom. Boy. Okay. He steps up. He blocks his blitzing, safety. Looks like a safety or backer. And boom. Touchdown. All set up because Saquon was able to step up and block that blitzing backer. But everyone, I get, mainstream media is going to talk about they're going to talk about the catch and all that kind of stuff. But right here is where it is. Saquon Barkley stepping up. Get him out of there. That is how you play the running back position. You need to be putting stuff like that on film. That's how you play. Good job, man. Good job, Saquon. I know he didn't get in there, but this was basically the play that opened up the game, the first score of the game. And you see that they don't replay that part. Notice that you got to really have some knowledge about the game to realize, hey, it was Saquon who picked up that blitzing backer, and that's what it was able to leave it. So I believe Dotson was wide open. This looks like a false start, but they had a few of those. Yep, there we go again. There was guaranteed was great coverage. And when he steps up, they maintained the integrity. They were disciplined. So let's see here. Right here was just, he's dominating them right here. This is just domination. Number 3, just he's square. He's got his arms out like he made. Yeah, these DNs made it. See, both the DNs I think did a great job here because they made him step up. He had to step up in the pocket, and now look at the position he's in. He's in no position. Like if Pat Mahomes is up here, he's hitting this guy in an accurate pass. But look at the position Pat Mahomes is in right now. He's in no position to make a pass because the 2 DNs crashed in, made him step up. He stumbles a little bit as he steps up, and then obviously the pass is all over the place. So again, another incompletion created by a great pass rush. Good quick game right there. Let me look at it again. We got 4 wide. Boom. Boom. Plain and simple. Toss and catch. Take what the defense gives you. You get the first down. Mindset. Football IQ. There's a reason that kid won the Heisman a couple years ago, right? Football IQ. Good. All right. No pass rush. None. Look at that. God, this is supposed to be one of the best players in the league. He is getting manhandled. No pass rush. None. Four wide again. Here we go again. When you're running back, and you are not necessarily getting the yardage or getting, moving the ball the way you want to, you have got to affect the game in other ways. We saw Saquon. Now you're gonna look at the stat sheet and say, okay, Saquon didn't have his best game, and I will beg to differ, because if you notice the big play that got them in the end zone, he stepped up and there was a pass block there. Now he's leading Jalen Hurts right through the hole, being the lead blocker, which is basically power. And this is getting him up 2 scores now. Look at Saquon again. Watch it. Come right down. Boom, boom, boom. Biatch. Look at it. All right. All right, here we go. Another, golly, Spagnola, man. There's a reason Spagnola is one of the best in the business, dog. Look at this blitz he puts together. Boom. So you got this guy. It's just, and then you got the corner coming. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all right, coming, but you have this guy backing out, and this one gets free. So if you're looking, like, if you as the offensive line are not staying disciplined and blocking your area, the blitzers will they're all over the place, because now you send a corner. And then this guy gets through. And then he thought, that's what caused that interception. It's Spags, bro. Spags is him. It's the reason they've been to 3 straight Super Bowls. Spags, man. Here we go, though. Didn't matter. Why? Because this guy, I think this is the play where 62 gets his ass handed to him. Look at, no, this isn't it. This is, oh yeah. All right, this was the play there. That was that third down, right? All right, so was this? Yeah, wait. Yeah, I don't know. This was just a bad throw. This was on Mahomes. I believe that Mahomes was kind of rattled at this stage of the game. What is it? Second quarter? Yeah, second quarter, and they haven't put anything on the board yet. I believe Pat Mahomes is a little rattled at this point of the game, and he just throws. I don't know what he's doing. He just throws a pass that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It's down. It's just a bad throw. Hey. All right, here's what this is. This is the hours before and after practice that your quarterback and your receiver spend together. That your quarterback and receiver are making sure that they are like best friends and they're communicating. All right. That's what this is. Back shoulder. I remember right before the play, Jalen Hurts gave him one of these. They gave him one of these and said, "It's your time. It's your time." He saw something that he liked. Bang, back shoulder. He knew it. He knew it. Let's see if they catch it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is a good. I think this was it. So they fake to him. He does a good job staying disciplined. Oh, not him. Yeah, he does a all right job. 20. Again, open field tackle. Let's see here. Where the hell did he? Oh my God, look at where he came from. Do you see this? Yo, this is huge. All right, yo. All right. Safeties, free safeties. Again, if you're wanting to play at that level, you have got to be able to make tackles like this and make plays like this. This is at least going for the first down without his effort. Look at how much range he's covering. Woof. That's a hell of a play. Inside out. That's a play. Good job, 2-0. And then they had to settle for the field goal. So when you break it down, It really was Kansas City. Kansas City's defense had an all right game. They really did. They did not play particularly bad defensively. I know the score doesn't indicate it, but Kansas City defensively did not play too bad. I thought they did a pretty good job, actually. I thought they played pretty well. They held them to a field goal there. The score is still managed, but didn't get out of hand until you just start. You can't have these interceptions. I think this was it. This was it, right? Yep. Jesus. All right. this was the story of the game right here. So let's see where he came from. Oh my God. Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce. Listen. Uh People are calling him the greatest tight end to play this game. And I don't necessarily disagree if you're talking strictly about pass receptions and what he is in the passing game. But if there's a weakness to his game, it's this right here. I get you're going out for a route, but you still, I mean, he's not even, it's like he didn't know the snap count. The ball, look at, this is the ball. He's still in his 3-point stance, and he's not even like, he's not aware of what's going on. And then by the time he does, it's just too late. You can't get your hands on it. Like, you can't move him at all. So now the guy basically comes scot-free. And I get you're going out for a pass. I get it. But you still need to, move the guy a little bit just to get him off. You can't have him basically as a free rusher on your quarterback. He has to step up. He does an all right job trying to step up. But see, he's trying to get it to him. Even if you do get it to him, this guy is right here getting ready to intercept it. So, I mean, this play is all about timing. And how you start the play is going to really dictate the result of the execution of the play. See, he can't get it off, and he's better off taking the sack because it probably would have been an interception. That one's on Kelce. Now, the first throw that Pat Mahomes threw to the ground, that was on Mahomes. That one was on Kelce. Yeah, this was it. This was it. Oh my God Almighty! Look at this left tackle, folks. Look at 62 on this play, folks. Oh my goodness! Right here. Turn your head right there. Say less. 50, like, just manhandles him. Look at it. Lord. Now that's mentality. That is mentality, plain and simple. Oh man, that don't make no sense. This is when the onslaught started right here. Okay. 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 Yeah, this one was on my. So when you take two sacks like that, now they did it. I thought the play call was good because they tried to roll him out and control the pass rush a little bit. So they roll him out to the right, but you can't throw. I mean, Pat Mahomes, the one who has been dubbed as the best quarterback to play this game, right? That's what people were alluding to. You can't throw it across. Look at the position. Look at the body position. He's in no position. That is not a good throw. It just isn't. And it's across his body. And then you got one, two. I mean, if he doesn't pick it, this guy's probably going to pick it. I don't know what he's looking at. Happy birthday, 33. Happy birthday, young man. Go ahead and take it in. Happy birthday. Good job, kid. Took advantage of it. To me, that was the play. That was the play. At that point, I feel like that was the play because you saw two sacks in a row, and then again a good call in the rollout. But now you're thrown across your body, and there's just there's no reason to throw that pass. There's no reason to throw that pass at all. Touchdown. Happy birthday, kid. Here we go again. They're only rushing 4. He steps up. Maintain their rush lane integrity. Rush lane integrity. Let's go back to the play. Let's watch all 4 of them. Double team. He takes him. So now, okay, now, God. All right, so now Kelsey's chipping. He's chipping now. Good. He does an all right job chipping him there. But this is it right here. Look at the position. He's not going to get credit for the sack, but he created it. He's taking out two guys. Right now, look at his body position. His feet are off the ground. Yeah, look at that arm extension. He's up in his chest, feet off the ground, and he's basically taking out two guys. So now by the time this guy gets off him, so this is a good chip. By the time this guy gets off helping with 93, there's nothing you can do. See, now he's all up in your chest. Yeah, that right there actually is going to get credit for the sack. Good job. It was him. And he deserves it because he was the one that moved that double team. All right, let's see. Again, good. For the most part, they held him in check. They held Saquon in check for the most part. He got a couple runs here and there, but they held him in check for the most part. And not getting home, giving him time. Covered sack. Good job, Kansas City Chiefs. Yeah, this play was. It looked like they tried to set up. Yeah, they tried to set up the comeback route here. I think if he lets it develop, if Jalen Hurts lets this play develop a little bit more, I think he kind of rushed the throw here. All right. So boom, you see it's going to Saquon. So just again, if you step up, just hold it for a little bit and let him come down. You can hit him like in stride here, but right now the guy had him. So that play just was kind of doomed from the jump. It's 2nd and 26 though. Oh yeah, that was another terrible call. Terrible call. So all that narrative, all that talk about the refs only being on the Chiefs side, hopefully that noise is done because the Chiefs got some horrible calls. Okay, they sent in the dogs. They sent in the kitchen sink, as they like to say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They sent in 7 in that ass, and bang, gets picked up. It gets picked up, right? This isn't Saquon, but it got picked up. And it was just too much. It was just too much there. But you got to be careful, though. You got to be careful. D coordinators listening in. Make sure you're careful with that blitz. It's another one. Whoop. Yeah, that was. See, this won't show up in the stat sheet, folks. It won't show up in the stat sheet. But 62 had a long night. He had a long night because 19 again pushes him so far back that it affects the throw of Pat Mahomes, and Pat Mahomes ends up throwing his second interception. This one was on the left tackle. Boom, it got in his way. You see what I mean? So it forced the throw. It forced the throw to just move slightly to the point where the middle linebacker was able to get it. You're going to see it on the replay. Yep, here it is. Right. You see this? Watch it. You see that? You can't, it's hard to throw a pass when your left tackle is on your lap, literally sitting on your lap. Look at the arm extension. Look at the whole thing. He's got fully extended and just bull rush. That's all bull rush, baby. It's all bull rush, dog. That's all bull rush. And he's sitting him right there on his lap, and it affects the throw. Look, he can't throw it where he wanted to. He wanted the ball a little over here, and it affected the throw just enough for that middle backer to pick it. And then, you give him the ball right there inside the 20. So, and yep. Well, let's break down what happened. No, let's break down what happened. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Had a lot going on here. So you have to worry about this, that. And then you have AJ Brown. Yeah. You got caught in the man. Yeah. Right there. You see that? He's trying to stay with him, but he's got to fight through traffic. And with no pass rush, boom, Hurts is able to get a nice, decent throw to him. Good. Silencer, young man. Hit him with the silencer, young man. Oh, no. He's trying to stay with him, but it's too much. Hey, that's just a drop, man. That's just a drop. That's just a drop. Yeah, you just can't have that, especially from a all pro like DeAndre Hopkins. All right, right here. Right here. Look. They're just crashing down. The DNs are crashing down, and he's not giving, yeah, and right here, he's not giving him a pocket to step up into. All that is just mentality, folks. That's just straight discipline. Look at the way the pocket collapses. The DN again, they bringing him in, and as he steps up, there's no place to step up into. He can't step up in the pocket. See it again. They're getting off. Again, there's no place to step up into. They're maintaining their integrity and just holding their ground. Oh, Jesus Christ. 93. Again. Now, this was a great effort. This was a great effort by him, but look at what made him, look what flushed him out the pocket here. That same left tackle who had again long night. The sad thing is this guy's not even set like that, and it's no, it was this twist. It was a stunt. Hold on, let me go back. It was a stunt. It was a stunt. It was a stunt. Good scheme here. So he's moving this tackle out the way, and this guy's coming underneath right at the last minute. You see that? Right at the last minute, and then bang, bang. Got a stunt on. Come on, Jalen Carter. You got to do a better job than that. There we go again. They're rushing three. Looks like now they look like they're trying to have a spy there. And the spy didn't work. The spy didn't work. I'm not sure if they actually had a spy on it. Looked like they had two. Looked like they had someone here and here for him. Yeah, no, he's in man. So he's in man. He's in man, and he's watching Saquon. And I'm not sure what 54 is doing. He might be contained. He might be trying to spy. But the minute this clears out is when Jalen Hurts, it gives Jalen Hurts the opening to take that run. Dial it up, Kellen Moore. Dial it up, baby. All right. Got this guy coming down. I remember saying, you get that run going, it's a wrap. You might as well go ahead and pack it in. And for the most part, again, Kansas City held him in check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. Looks like they're rushing 5. They bring the blitz again. And again, burnt by the blitz. Burnt by the blitz. Burnt by the blitz. Spags, you're one of the GOATs, but you got burnt last night. Now they try to just bring 4. Gives them too much time. Not getting home with 4. Not getting home with 4. And then you see the result. To me, this was the kind of the nail in the coffin here. They had this. I think they settled for a field goal on this one, actually, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they settled for a field goal with this one. But still, the Kansas City offense, they're sitting on this is midway through the third quarter, and the Kansas City Chiefs are sitting on a goose egg, my boy. They are sitting on a goose egg. All right, so they attempted they attempted to do something interesting with the pass rush at this point. So notice they slid the protection to the right. Notice this because you see that? You see how we slid the protection to the right to help slow down the pass rush, and they're moving. So now they're taking advantage. But the thing is about doing that is it kind of makes it so you're playing on half the field. You're not spacing out as much. When you have to slide your protection like that, now you can only make plays really on this half of the field. So it ultimately limits you as an offense. So if you're making it so they're able to slide the protection, that means as a defense, you're just winning. Excuse me, you're winning by just being disciplined. Ooh, Lord have mercy. Oof. All right, this is it. Right tackle. Look at the right tackle up top. Let's look at it. Just watch. Oh, Lord. Oh, that threw off the whole play. That threw off the entire play. And then that was the holding call and all that kind of stuff. So Pat Mahomes is out there competing. He's playing his ass off. You get it. But that initial punch in the with the right tackle, that's what threw off the whole play. Brandon Graham and Michigan Met, go blue. It's great to be a Michigan Wolverine. It's great to be a Michigan Wolverine. Let's see it, Brandon Graham. Now they're only rushing 3 here. And Kelsey finally gets a catch. End of the third quarter. This was a bad throw by Mahomes. At this point, he's rattled though. At this point, they're down 27-0, and he's rattled. He's forcing stuff. Okay, he's forcing stuff. The throw is a bad throw. I mean, it just is. It just is a bad throw. Get the first down. You got the first. If you are patient enough, either this is going to open up or this is going to open up. But this throw, as a defensive person, here's what we want to make you do as a defense. As a defense, we always want you to make the widest throw for the least amount of yards. This is the widest throw for the least amount of yards, and he makes this throw without there being much pressure. There's no pressure here. And he makes this though because throughout this game, at this point, they're at the point in the game where now he's getting so rattled that he's just throwing arid passes. It's a bad throw, just a bad throw, plain and simple. And this is a thing. Yeah, this is it. This was when they put the Devontae Smith. Oh, Lord. That's when they said, good night. Let's take this Lombardi back to Philly. Okay. Play action. On point. Boom. Good season, Kansas City. Good run. I mean, absolutely probably the most impressive thing that you can do from a team standpoint is to go make it to 3 Super Bowls. But that was it. That was it. And I'll be 100% honest with you. I was one of those that wanted Kansas City to win. I am a Redskins fan. I'm not going to root for the Philadelphia Eagles under any circumstances. So, didn't get my wish. Yeah, and this was just kind of garbage time. At this point, you're down 34-0. So they picked up a couple here and there, but I don't care who you got to go by. It just wasn't happening. It just wasn't happening. All right, we'll let this play out for a little bit, and then we'll wrap it up. I mean, the game was over in the third quarter. Running for his life. And again, for the most part, Kansas City defensively was able to shut down Saquon. It was the turnovers and the big play and just the control that the Philly defensive line was able to have over the game. That's the story of the game. Oh Jesus! All right, this was just bad right here. Oof, oof, no, right here. Oof, oof. Just put him. Ah, ah, ah. Nah, we'll let it play. We'll just let it play. Fumble, and you got to be careful with those because that can seriously damage your elbow. I think Carson Beck got one of those for Georgia. $40-6. The old saying: too little, too late. And well, I believe it. Yeah, let's scrub through it. You can hear, and you might be able to hear my voice. Been battling with some congestion throughout the weekend, but still doing what I got to do. And this is all. It is pretty much sealed. Philadelphia Eagles, Super Bowl champions, world champions. They did it. They handled their business. Got to give them their props. Got to give them their props. All right, so couple takeaways here. A couple things to consider as we just think about it and reflect on what happened. Is that many ways when I talk about front team work, when I talk about moving swiftly and what front team work is all about, and what the Eagles proved and what gets proven over and over again when you watch the game of football, is it's not necessarily about the big names and the flashy lights. Just like in business, you got to make sure your foundation is set, and once that foundation is set, you give yourself an opportunity to win every game. So throughout this week, I'll be diagnosing this and aligning that with business owners and how you could be making sure that you have that foundation. So all that being said, I will also, another announcement I got to make. I actually, follow me on YouTube. I did create a brand new channel. I'll put this video on that channel, but it's called Film Session Saturday. Normally, I'm only doing new, breaking down film every Saturday, but because this was a Super Bowl, I just kind of decided, I just made the decision to just go ahead and break down a game because it was a Super Bowl. I just went ahead and broke this game down. So this video will be posted on that one as well. Again, tap in with me on the Patreon link. It's patreon.com/as144. Main website to check out to dive deeper into all my work and everything I'm doing. It's makeyourmove.com. That's makeymove.com. One-stop shop for your teamwork and your self-development needs. You guys out there, continue to move swiftly. We will talk more soon.